A year after two bombs exploded at the Boston Marathon, the city prepares for runners to pour in for this year's race.
Yeah, many are expecting a huge turnout this year, saying the Boston strong mentality will make it the biggest they have ever seen. And WECT's Kaitlin Stansell tells us many of those runners will be racing on the streets for the first time, hoping to honor last year's victims. Kaitlin?
John Fran, a runner here in Wilmington, has been preparing for weeks to race in Monday's marathon, and it was a decision sparked by those two bombs that exploded near the finish line.
You've got to really embrace the pain. It's because you know it's coming, and just push through it.
To Tom Clifford, running a marathon is a lot like life.
Both of your highs and your lows, it's a journey, and when you cross the finish line, it's the best possible thing that you could feel.
But after last year's attack on the Boston Marathon, Clifford decided he needed to take his strides up north.
I was just angry after that could happen. And it was a no-brainer that I was going to go up there and run for that city and just the running community to support. I wouldn't want to miss something like that.
And he's just one of thousands who plan to hit the pavement in their first Boston Marathon.
It's a testament of how strong we are as people, that we can move past what happened, and in light of what a tragedy that was.
A kind of therapy you can't get anywhere but the roads.
If you can push through that, you can push through a lot of things that are thrown at you in your life.
And it's a lesson everyone can appreciate.
You don't have to necessarily run a marathon to see the determination and the dedication that people will give to cross a finish line, whether the finish line is actually in a race or a personal goal in their life.
Now, one of the other questions I asked Tom was if he was worried about the attack on the race last year. He says you can't go through life wondering about the what ifs, and he just hopes to come out with a good time when he steps across that finish line. In the studio, Kaitlin Stansell, WECT News.